Once upon a time, in a quiet town near a wide forest, there lived a 25-year-old young man named Leon. Leon was always tired, even when he did nothing. His body rested, but his mind never did. Thoughts filled his head from morning till night. He worried about mistakes he made years ago and feared things that had not even happened yet. Because of this, his mind was never calm. He struggled to sleep, and his smile slowly disappeared. One evening, Leon heard people talking about an old woman who lived deep inside the forest. They said she was once a respected counselor in the city, someone who helped many people find clarity and peace. When she grew old, she left the noisy city and chose a simple life close to nature. Sometimes, travelers visited her to seek advice. Leon felt a small spark of hope. He said to himself, maybe she can help me quiet my mind. So early the next morning, he began his journey. After days of walking through long paths and tall trees, Leon finally reached a small wooden hut surrounded by flowers. In front of the hut, the old woman sat calmly, her face relaxed, her breathing slow. She looked as peaceful as the forest around her. Leon greeted her respectfully and said, "Mother, my thoughts never stop. My mind feels heavy all the time. I want peace. Please help me." The old woman opened her eyes and smiled gently. "If peace is what you seek," she said, "then you must first complete a task." She handed Leon a small lantern filled with oil, almost to the edge. "Walk around this forest path and return," she said. "But be careful. Do not spill a single drop of oil." Leon was confused, but he agreed. Holding the lantern tightly, he began to walk. The forest was alive. Birds sang, leaves moved in the wind, and people passed by talking loudly. But Leon did not notice any of it. His eyes stayed on the lantern. His steps were slow and careful. When he returned, the old woman looked at the lantern and nodded. "You did well," she said. "Now tell me, did you hear the birds? Did you notice the flowers?" Leon shook his head. "No," he replied. "I was only thinking about the lantern." The old woman smiled warmly. "That is the lesson," she said. "When your mind stays fully in the present moment, there is no space for fear, regret, or endless thoughts. Just like you focused on the lantern, you can focus on the now. That is where peace lives." At that moment, Leon understood. Peace was never far away. It was always inside him, waiting for his attention. As the sun set behind the trees, Leon thanked the old woman and began his journey home. But this time, his steps were lighter. His mind was quieter. He had learned how to return to the present whenever the storm inside his head returned. And from that day on, Leon carried peace with him, not in a lantern but in his mind.